Right, so I've primered all the figures now. I went with the grey primer first. I sanded all the filler down and it sanded down really well. So I went with the grey primer, let that dry for a couple of hours, and then went with the white primer. So my Alice figure, the detail has showed up on her even better than the grey primer, even though the grey primer's detail was really good. I like this detail, very nice. It's most prevalent on the actual zombie figures actually. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but the detail on her face, the police officer's face, is really good. That's what I like about this, that the detail on the faces and the facial features. The crawling figure, her facial features look really good. I'm loving that. And the fact that I rebuilt a ponytail as well. I think I might do a... If you remember from the first Resident Evil film, you know the scientists that were sealed in that watertight room, and the watertight lab office, and they're drowned. I think I might base this one on her. Then you got the warehouse worker stroke guy in the boiler suit. He's definitely the one with the Las Plagas parasite coming out of his mouth, the tendrils. But his facial features look really good as well. And then you got the jean shirt guy, and he ain't looking too bad either. Not bad at all. I'm going to be using the back of the box as a guide. And with the female police officer, I've printed off some Raccoon City police badges for the side of the arms, because it doesn't come with any decals, so I've printed the two Raccoon City badges for the side of her arms, and then the actual shiny badge that goes on the lapel on the top part of her chest, as it were, going up towards the shoulder. I've printed that off as well. So with that being said, let's see what happens when I paint these now. Okay, welcome back. It's been a while since my last update, so I've painted all the figures now. Bit of air on my screen. They're not looking too bad. I haven't zombified the figures up yet with the bite marks and the blood and all that lark. I've still got to do that now. With that warehouse worker, I've painted him up to look like a road worker. So I mixed some yellow with some fluorescent green and painted his jacket up. Just painted on orange for his trousers, and then just went with silver for the reflective strips. And this is the guy that's going to have the Las Plagas in his mouth, so that's him done. Just done brown for his hair, all the way around the back as well. So that's that. Stick him back down. With the police officer, I've got painted on some night blue and then matted it down for the trousers. With the shirt, I went with Deco Art Baby Blue. I use this to paint my statues, which I don't do anymore. So that's that. So that's the shirt. So that's that done. I've done some little Raccoon City decals. Raccoon City Police Department decals. One there. I've done a badge. And I've done another one now. Printed off some spares as well. If you look in the top left corner of your screen, that's what they look like bigger. But that's the police officer done. She's also got what looks like a watch on, so I've just painted that black with a silver face. And if you look there, just above the watch, you can see a zombie bite. I've still got to paint that up. I've still got to detail the figures you know, with the blood and the muck. With my Alice figure, I went with ochre brown for the jacket. I went with NATO light olive green for a shorts and a veil, like a veil scarf thing. Bloody camera will focus. I went with like 26 brown for the trousers. Two, like a chocolate brown for the boots. I think it was 291. I can't remember. With the gun straps, I went with the light NATO olive. Silver for the pistol. I did a bit of purple red for the lips, and then for the eyes, I've just gone with a very fine marker pen, and just some brown for the hair. But she ain't looking too bad either. Not bad at all. So that's it. For this guy, that guy at the back there, I've just put some orange brown for his hair. I'll show you the flesh colour in a minute, what I used. Now with the jeans, I just went with a blue, matted it down, and then just dry brushed some of that baby blue on to make it look like denim. And I've matted him down. Number 9 brown for his boots, and I've just left his shirt in the primer white, because obviously I've got to blood that shirt up a bit. And then stick him back down. And then for my crawling zombie, which I think is going to be a lab worker, I've just left the coat in the primer white, baby blue for a shirt. I went with the yellow to make a blonde. Bloody camera. And then I just dry brush some, well, just put some Earthshade wash on from Citadel, just to bring it out a bit. Light olive for the trousers, much like on Alice. And just black boots. And obviously I've got to, you know, detail her up and blood. And I'm going to probably, around her knees where she's been crawling, I'm going to give her some holes in her knees. And probably bloody her hands up again because she's crawling. Right, now for the flesh colour that I've been doing, going back to the Americana paint, I've used Natural Buff. And it's not too pink and it's not too white, it's just something in the middle. And I use these for my statues as well. And if you look on the face of the crawler, it's a nice even balance of pink and white. I think it's the best colour I've used for my flesh. I mean, it looks nice on Alice's legs to bring them, put them apart from the shorts and the stockings that she's got on. But yeah, not too bad at all with the painting on the figures. So, all I've got to do with these figures now, on the police officer, I've got to wait for the decals to dry, then I'll microsol them, and then just paint around the edges. And then all I've got to do is just bloody them up. Now for the blood, I was going to use Tamiya Clear Red, but I went to Games Workshop on last Saturday, and I said to the guy behind the counter, I said, what's the difference between blood for the blood god and Tamiya Clear Red? Because I've read online people who do zombie dioramas have been using this stuff, and he said, while the Tamiya Clear Red's good, this gives you more definition. So I picked that up for $2.75 a bottle. So that's what I'm going to be using for the blood effects, and it gives you more gore as well. Right, so that's where I'm sitting at the moment with the figures. It's now time to detail them.